The first $100,000 doesn't fall from the sky, it's built on ordinary days. I'm Ari from AI and Wealth. If you came through the 95/5ths rule, the 3-rule method, and the $5 day engine, today we'll connect the dots and show why $100,000 is a turning point psychologically and mathematically, and how to accelerate toward it without drama. No secret formulas. We'll focus on what you control right now: your savings rate, small income boosts, and recurring costs, plus a simple plan you can install in 24 hours. You'll leave with a contribution ladder that climbs on its own, a lean, low-cost investing approach, and behavioral triggers that keep you moving even on busy days. If it fits your values, our Give-Back Lite stays optional. About 1% of what you recover to a vetted charity. And if you want help executing, I've got a 1-page starter kit for this episode. Comment ladder, and I'll point you to it after the video. I want you to meet Sam, a night shift nurse who swore money wasn't her thing. She didn't find a magic hack. She installed a tiny system. An automatic contribution the day after payday. A $5 day drip into a quick vault. One small step up every 90 days. She canceled 2 zombie subscriptions and routed that saving to the same destination. Nothing dramatic. But by month 3, her phone's scoreboard finally showed a line that moved up every single week. That's what we're after, today proof you can touch on an ordinary Tuesday. Before $100,000, many people stall not for lack of intelligence. But because the goal feels too big to fit into a regular day, your mind whispers, "I need a huge leap," and your body answers with delay. Invisible costs nibble at your month. Bank fees and subscriptions hide in the background. Hype headlines shout "can't miss" and pull you off plan. The comparison feed says you're late. Result: lots of emotional effort, little measurable progress. Here's the reframing that changes the game. Early on, the big lever isn't a perfect portfolio, it's consistent contribution. What you control, today your savings rate, a tiny lift in income per hour. And the trimming of recurring costs beats a great market year you didn't fund. Later, when your base has mass, compounding starts to push with you. Until then, the goal is traction and rhythm. Our plan today is simple and repeatable. First, I'll show why $100,000 feels like magic, even though it's just psychology plus math. Then we'll pull the 3 levers: you, control, savings rate, income, and costs, with a 60-second action for each. Next, we'll install a contribution ladder that climbs on its own every quarter. Then we'll set up simple, low-cost investing up to $100,000 with 2 decision windows per year and an annual rebalance. Finally, we'll lock behavior with triggers, a 7/30th scoreboard on your phone, and the support of #crew955 if it fits your values. You can keep Give-Back Lite in the background purpose without pressure. We call $100,000 magic, but there's no trick, just psychology and arithmetic working together. Psychologically, 6 figures quiet the question, is this working? Your identity shifts from trying to save to I build wealth. That shift makes patience easier. You defend what you've built, hype loses power over you. Mathematically, the base matters. 5% on $10,000 is $500 in a year. The same 5% on $100,000 is $5,000. Same rate. Wildly different impact. That's not a return promise. It's a reminder that contribution builds the base that makes percentage moves meaningful. Early on, contribution beats performance. Once the base is larger, performance finally has room to matter. So let's pull the levers you control today. First, savings rate, the steering wheel you can turn right now. Raise it gently. Renegotiate one big 3 bill, then route that saving automatically to your current target. Shift your rent due date to land right after payday so you stop needing bridge credit. Batch groceries once a week with a short, fixed list. None of this needs a spreadsheet. It needs a calendar and 2 messages to your providers. Your 60-second action right now. Edit your automation and add either 1 percentage point to your monthly contribution or a small fixed bump, like $10 per week. Mark savings rate on your phone's scoreboard so your brain sees the win. Second, in come the extra fuel. You don't need a new career. You need 1 practical micro skill with fast ROI. Pick something you can use next week. Clear email writing, spreadsheet filtering, a tool your team relies on, short-form video editing, a microsite that your manager will value. Study 30 minutes, 3 times a week, and apply it to 1 visible project. Then ask for a scope increase or pitch a small paid task. Set a simple if-then rule in your notes. If extra income lands, then 20% routes to the current target automatically. Your 60-second action, write the 1 micro skill you'll learn. Block 3 half hours on your calendar and write the if-then routing rule. Third, costs the foot off the brake. You don't have to police every coffee. You need to stop paying for what doesn't serve you. Run 1 20-minute zombie audit. Search your statements for subscription, membership bundle, fee, cancel what you don't use, downgrade to essentials, and ask for reversals on the last 60 to 90 days where fair. On insurance, keep essential coverages aligned to your reality and set a deductible your cushion can actually handle. When you free $1, route it on the same day to your target. Your 60-second action. Mark 3 obvious candidates to cut and put. Zombie audit 20-minute on your calendar this week. Now, let's build the contribution ladder so increases happen without drama. You start where you are your automatic floor plus the $5, day drip pan schedule, tiny step-ups every 90 days. There are 2 rails, 1 fixed step, like $40 month each quarter, and 1 percentage step, like plus 1 percentage point of income each quarter. If your income varies, keep a guaranteed floor and skim a small percentage of inflows during stronger months. Install it in 5 minutes. Set your current monthly contribution in the app. Create 3 recurring events for the next 90, 180, and 270 days labeled Step $40 plus 1 PP, and add an if-then rule for any bonus or extra check. Time each step 2 or 3 days after payday. If a month gets tight, pause 1 step, not the entire ladder. Rhythm beats intensity. I want the ladder to feel real, so let's run numbers you can touch. Imagine you start at $180 a month. After 90 days, you add $40. 90 days later, another $40. Add the $5 day drip. That's about $150. Month and a canceled subscription worth $18 a month. Now, your automatic total is roughly $180 plus $40 plus $40 plus $150 plus $18, or about $428 a month. That's not a dream board. That's 5 lines on your phone, firing on schedule. With the ladder climbing, investing up to $100,000 should be boring in the best way. Your goal isn't to beat the market, it's to not get in the way of your contributions. Write a 1-line policy that sounds like you. My goal is long-term. I use broad, low-cost products. I contribute every month. I only review in April and October. I rebalance once a year. Automate the monthly by right after payday. Outside your 2 review windows, don't tinker park any impulse on a 48-hour waitlist. Most impulses evaporate with daylight. Keep costs low because fees compound against you. Paying 1.0% a year on a $50,000 balance is roughly full $500 that doesn't compound for you. Paying 0.05% is about $25. Same market, very different drag. Favor broad, diversified, low-cost products. Schedule an annual rebalance on a fixed date. Use new contributions to nudge allocations back, rather than selling whenever possible. Your 60-second action: write your one-line policy in a note. Set to review months on your calendar, and screenshot the annual fees of your top 2 holdings so you can compare and, if needed, migrate to lower-cost options. Now we make the behavior stick with triggers and a tiny scoreboard. After breakfast, glance at your app and confirm the auto contribution and the $5 day hit. On Sunday night, check your spending windows, open week or 0 weekend, set the transfer to your pocket card for flexible spending. On Mondays, total your last 7 days and write a one-line update for yourself: $55 this week, debt number 1, focus. Fee, and post it in #crew955 if you want the extra accountability. Add gentle friction where you need it. Turn off price push alerts. Remove your main card from Tap to Pay so your fun card is the only one in your phone. Disable one-click buys. Move shopping apps into a folder named Buy. You're designing an environment where the default is the right move. When life tightens, pause, don't quit. If income varies, keep the floor and let the percentage skim do the heavy lifting in strong months. If a bill month gets tight, run a 24-hour flash zero for flexible spending and protect your floor. If family is skeptical, frame it as a 30-day test with tiny, scheduled step-ups and a short monthly review. To resist FOMO, let your one-line policy be the boss and confine decisions to your 2 windows a year. Outside those windows, any change sits on the 48-hour wait list. You'll be amazed how many urgent moves die on their own. Let me answer the most common questions I hear in one breath. Do you need a lump sum to start? No, start where you are and schedule small step-ups. What if your income varies? Keep a small guaranteed floor and skim a percentage of inflows in stronger months. Which product is best? The one that's broad, low cost, and you'll actually contribute to every month. Is $100,000 guaranteed? No, we control contributions and costs. Markets move. What if you miss a month? Resume within 24 hours. Don't pay back the past, protect the rhythm. Give back. If it fits your values, move about 1% of what you recover to a vetted charity. Purpose without pressure. Belonging sustains consistency. Every Monday, someone in #crew955 posts a tiny win that would look silly anywhere else. Auto contributions 100%. Average fee 0.06%. Flash zero saved me again. That's the point: small, repeatable moves that compound because you're not doing them alone. If this map helps you, comment ladder so I can point you to the one-page starter kit after the video. Write your 2 actions for the next 24 hours and reply to one person with a tip or script that helped you. Let's set today's micro-commitments so the engine turns on. First, confirm or start your monthly auto contribution and set 3 quarterly step-ups on your calendar. Second, write your one-line investing policy and mark your 2 review months. Third, schedule a 20-minute zombie audit this week and pre-decide where the savings will route. If you want the starter kit, comment ladder. If Give Back fits your values, choose a vetted cause and keep it in your private, log no public amounts. Rhythm beats intensity. On good days, your ladder climbs almost by itself. On rough days, every tap feels heavy. When you slip, use the 24-hour rule. No heroics, just resume tomorrow. Strengthen your identity. Tell yourself, I'm someone who contributes every week, and give your brain evidence. Confirm the auto-buy. Total your 7/30th scoreboard. Move 1 small flake from cashback or a refund. 3 moves, 5 minutes. If life gets loud, pause one step, not the ladder. Keep the floor. Protect your confidence. If this video gave you a clear path to your first $100,000, support the channel subscribe to AI and Wealth, and hit the bell. In the comments, list the 2 actions you'll execute in the next 24 hours. For example, schedule 3 ladder step-ups and run your zombie. Auditor, draft your 1-line policy and mark your 2 review windows. Include the fixed time for this month's 15-minute review. Tag #crew955 and invite a buddy for a quick check-in next Monday. When you finish, come back and post an update partial wins count. If it fits your values, keep Give-Back Lite, about 1% of what you recover, to a vetted charity, Wealth with Purpose, at your pace. Your first $100,000 isn't luck, it's environment, rhythm, and consistency. Today, you're leaving with a Tuesday-sized plan, the contribution ladder. Simple low-cost investing, behavioral triggers, a 7/30ths scoreboard, and a community that pulls with you. If you stumble, return within 24 hours and take the next micro-action. The engine stays on. I'm Ari from AI and Wealth. Next video, we'll sharpen efficiency with the 80/20ths expense map. Educational content only, not financial, tax, or legal advice.